How you doing, people? So, yesterday when I left, I actually pre-sprayed the whole bumper on the places I needed to, and now we're gonna properly, completely cut it and shape it into place. And I did something else also. So I have pre-sprayed some parts, some bigger bubbles, gaps like inside to need to be, now trimmed off and everything make into shape. I also filled this over here to be exactly same all the way the thickness. And so today I think we're gonna measure and complete this bend on both sides, and then we can actually from here we can actually measure those outsides here and this one to make exactly same on both sides to be very nice and fittable. I also did something else, which is from inside, from underneath the car. That I think we're gonna just take now our lamp and use it to light up everything inside to actually see. Probably gonna take a sponge, probably a saw, and yeah, just gonna prepare, because it's pretty hard to actually go out and in from the pit from inside the trunk. Right, so get in, be ready. Alright, so we are pretty much underneath the car, basically underneath the trunk area where the rear bumper is sitting on. We have our light over here, so that's good. And as you can see, I don't know, can you see it, but here is all the the actual bumper from inside, from underneath the car. And yesterday I have pre-sprayed everything till the inside edge of the whole bumper, so entirely all the way. And reason for that is to actually, if I will recommend you, if you're gonna do something similar to this, firstly start pre-spraying from exactly underneath, from inside the bumpers, the side skirts, so then you have the actual material that is sitting on. For example, this foam is gonna be way more sturdy and it's not gonna bend, because when you filled, that you filled completely to the edge where you're gonna finish up the whole part and it's gonna end, cut. So I recommend to do that. So what we're gonna do with this situation, how we're gonna actually mount the from inside, are we gonna use rivets or something? Yeah, I have rivets, but those rivets are not regular ones. These are where you can just put screw all the time, basically a rivet with a nut inside. So you just drill a hole, put the rivet, smash it with this special tool, and then basically you have a rivet with a hole with the threads. So then you can mount a screw inside the rivet, and that way you can easily detach or attach however times you need. And it's gonna be way easier to actually get access to the whole area, to all the parts. So that's what we are doing now. Alright, so the situation over here, so as you can see, we have this bumper edge over here, as you can see. So now we're gonna just pre-cut exactly by the edge, as straight as possible, vertical. I will try to do that, and later on we're gonna create an edge. So first, let's get this off. So I have trimmed exactly, as you can see, basically by the edge, this whole foam. So now I'm gonna just continue trimming all the way around the whole bumper to the other side too, and later on I will show you what to do. Alright, so I kinda trimmed, as you can see, all the bumper like by the edges, all the way, like vertical cuts, probably, yeah, like everywhere around the perimeter. So now the thing is, I will probably clean up these fins over here slightly with this part, with the diffuser fins that goes to the outside between, you know, the exhaust pipes. So the real deal is here, because my exhaust, as you saw, it's pretty big. I don't know how far away it's going to be, like right over here by the fins. I will gonna keep some gap between, you know, so it won't get burned or, you know, either way damaged. But when I'm gonna install completely like our exhaust system over here, then I can know exactly how far I can extend these fin bottoms and then like twist them up like that. So probably gonna make some kind of other structure over here for how far I'm gonna extend it like inside, you know, so it will have that actually real nice airflow over here. This part is pretty much done. I have carved all the way around, so now I'm gonna just properly trim all the fins. Probably gonna trim it from the outside the car, from the outside the bumper, to actually make it pretty nice how it should be. I'm gonna measure that one fin that was like with a different measure, make that complete. Probably gonna put a laser to make over here exactly same level as it should be, so then I know. And then we're gonna climb back inside underneath the car, and I will show you, gonna do some other thing that is very important. Climbing from here is pretty much tricky. Like, I'm inside the trunk, inside the pit, and you have to actually get outside this actual trunk. Alright, so let's now trim the whole outside perimeter. So what do we have? So I have slightly trimmed all the excess, you know, they filled the holes and everything. So now I'm gonna just measure exactly to be copy to this place. I'm gonna copy to that place. So let's do. So that has been cut pretty nice in shape. Still need to, you know, do this inside the vents, but that can leave a bit further on. So I think now we're gonna kind of climb inside and do other thing that we have to do. Alright, so we are back in. This is kind of trimmed off. So the thing is, right now, what we need to actually figure out. These are only the rest, are only like surface. It's not true. So how are we gonna mount our body kit? Like for example, now the bumper underneath the car. Like how it's gonna be mounted, either glued or I don't know, somehow with some kind of screws. So what we're gonna do actually, I think we are, let me put this light somewhere in. Can we do it? Come on. Yeah, okay, good. So as you can see, we have real nice edge all the way around. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pre-drill holes. I don't know how far away from one each other, maybe 20-30 centimeters or something. We're gonna drill holes. We're gonna put that rivet with inside the grooves. So basically then we can install something with a screw, like, you know. Over here we need to make, with this actual foam, we need to make like edge, which is basically going to be, I don't know, maybe 2-3 centimeter edge. Like it could be just straight and down, or it can either be like that, like round, or if you're missing out for, you know, some material, some actual thing to work, you can either cut like a grooves inside. Let's say for example, I will cut like almost the size of my finger inside the groove, and then over here you just drill a hole, and then when you're gonna install all the resin, epoxy, either carbon or whatever you're using material, then you can pre-drill it hole and easily attach with the screws. So, but in our point, I'm going to make an edge all the way around the whole bumper perimeter. So let's continue working on this. So what do we have? I think you kind of start to see we have this kind of edge, which is pretty thick. I will probably gonna sand it some more to make it even more thinner, but I think the minimum bare I can do is like 1 centimeter. That should be like the minimum part how it should be, because we need to keep it, you know, still pretty strong, and some material left to actually press it by the edge of the bumper. So I'm gonna continue doing this edge for entire bumper and all the way around to make exactly the way I need. And as you can see, now it's going to be way easier, and it doesn't matter, let's say for example, how you're gonna do it. I recommend you do it by the edge, then do this kind of curve like the edge over here, and then simply you have material to press or clamp it or screwed in any place you want, and you can drill holes however you want. And the plus is that it's underneath, it's not gonna flap, it's gonna be all hidden. So even if you don't have like very nice screws, you can use like a regular, you know, hardware and mount it that way. And it also gives a bit of a space underneath the car, especially at the end if you are doing like me, like huge exhaust system over here. So that is a big plus. So I'm just gonna continue. So what I think, I'm just gonna continue trimming all the inside of the bumper, because it's pretty tricky, you know, it's not a lot of space, and it's pretty hard to always keep, you know, bent and, you know, curved and everything else. So as always, I hope you like this episode, because we are doing something that you wouldn't really see on actual work when it's, on the road, on the outside, but it's a big thing. It's like hardware and mounting all the parts together and how we're gonna do it. So that's how we are actually making it and actually gonna be. So as always, if you like this episode, you know what to do. Drop a like and see you guys tomorrow.